Hey guys, Thaxter's here. Today, I just wanted to give my thoughts on leveling a human paladin in Seasons of Discovery. I leveled just the first 20 levels just to kind of get a feel for it. I hadn't really played Seasons of Discovery, definitely didn't play a paladin. So I saw all of the new content they're adding, and I got very excited to check it out. So I hopped in. I said, I'm going to do the first 20 levels, just see how it goes. And just give some of my thoughts on it. So if you like it, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I love the feedback. Um, Hopefully, I'm going to be making more videos more regularly. I was going to try to do some unique editing with this, but it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to. But I still want to give my thoughts on it. So here we go. So I started out, and obviously they had done the rune broker now, which is interesting. I ran over there, learned everything, and I had no idea what to choose from. I didn't watch any guides. I didn't look up any guides, so I had no idea what to choose from for runes. But I got a feel for it, and I chose some that I thought were gonna work out pretty decently, and I think they are because I've been really enjoying my time playing the paladin. Uh, my only problem is I get a little bit overconfident at times, and I pull packs way bigger than I can handle, and I end up getting wrecked because of it repeatedly sometimes. So sometimes I forget that I'm playing classic, and I think I'm playing retail, I guess. And so I just pull like a pack of things and don't really pay attention to my health, and then I get wrecked, and then I come back and I'm in a cave and I get wrecked again and like three more times. So it's definitely interesting. But no, Paladin feels really good at low levels. Level 1 through 20 feel really good. All the speed leveling too really helps out. I recorded the entire playthrough from 1 to 70, and yeah, I got sidetracked a lot, I'm sure, but it still took like 7 hours. So I had no idea it took that long either. So that's a testament to how fun both classic and Seasons of Discovery are. Because I guess I was mostly just playing classic, but with a twist of a more viable DPS version of a paladin, I guess. Um, but I was having an absolute blast, and I had no idea it took 7 hours. But it was, like I said, it was a blast. I had a lot of fun. I took out Hogger, no problem. Solo, that was neat. Um, then I went to Westfall. After I got done, I didn't even finish the Elwyn Forest. I kind of ran around, did a few quests, did Hogger, and then I was like, I've out leveled this pretty well, and I don't feel like running to the other side of Elwyn for those quests, so I'm just going to go to Westfall. And I had also trained my profession in skinning to make some extra gold, and that turned out pretty well. I like that a lot. So I felt like mining was going to take too long with the advanced or with the quicker leveling. So because I do mining on my anniversary warrior character, and that just takes forever. So I did skinning and I did enchanting because I never do enchanting, and I was a little curious to see what that was like too. So made quite a bit of early on gold through the auction house, and then I spent it all on training. So um, that was pretty neat. And I also spent it on some gear and stuff because I kept out leveling everything. And at one point, I'm in Westfall taking out some gnolls and stuff like that. And it's getting a lot harder to take out some people. And I used to, like earlier, I was able to take on like small groups, like two or three maybe at times. And then at the point that I was then, I was like, man, I just don't feel like I can do the DPS to keep up. Then I realized I'm running around with a two-handed mace that's level 4, and I was level like I don't know, like 17 or something. And so and not long after I figured that out, I actually got a level 10 mace from a knoll. It was a drop. And I was like, man, I'm like so far like over the level of level 10. I don't remember what I was, like 16, 17 probably. Like I said, and but I equipped it, and then I started doing some more combat. I'm like, okay, this is legit now. Like, I started having a blast because then I was more viable again. And while I could still take out people with the level 4 mace, once I got a level 10 mace, it was so much easier. So I definitely need to keep up on the gear and keep up on the weapons. Like I said, some of the early gold that I was getting from the skinning, I was spending it all on training and on some gear. So I went right back to being broke, but I was a lot more viable in content. The increased leveling speed is really nice because I'm not spending all of my time at level 4. Slowly leveling. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but um, you're not, it's a little quicker. And yeah, it still takes, like I said, it still took 7 hours from 1 to 20. So I don't know what that takes on normal classic. And like I said, I wasn't speed running it. I was taking my time. I was enjoying it because I don't ever play human. I don't ever play alliance in classic. So I was a little confused. I knew of some things like Princess and Hogger because I had done a little bit of the human stuff in the past, but I don't generally do a lot of alliance content, especially not in classic. And so I was running around, I was enjoying it. I was spending my time just looking at things and enjoying being able to see grass because whenever you're an orc and a troll, you're just in the desert. And so you don't really get to see the nice, beautiful scenery. You're just in desert. So I was enjoying it. It was a nice starting zone, nice starting experience. But it very rapidly, the starting zone went by super quick because the leveling was so fast. And so I just kind of sped through it all. And then I went to Goldshire, got those quests, and I went to the cave with all the kobolds, and I kept getting wrecked. That was the cave I was talking about. I kept pulling packs and getting wrecked and then reviving and forgetting to heal, and then I'd get wrecked all over again. And so that happened a few times, and then I ran out of there, and I found some Defias guys, pulled a pack of those, and then almost won out, and then I didn't. So that wasn't super fun. And then I came back. I rezzed, went around to the other side of the building, found a Defias goblin. I was like, oh, I wonder what he's doing here. Attacked him, and then like 4 other Defias guys showed up. So immediately got wrecked again. So not exactly the most well-planned Paladin ever. And I kind of forget about defensives and everything. So definitely not playing to the best of my ability, but still having just a blast playing it. Like I said, haven't really played Alliance in Classic. Definitely haven't played a Paladin. I don't really know all the differences in Paladin from regular Classic to Seasons of Discovery. I've heard Seasons of Discovery gives it a toolkit that makes it so much more viable at DPS. And I was having a bunch of fun, especially with Crusader Strike. I feel like that just really made the class shine. And I think I heard that was one of the additions to Paladin. No, I know it is because it's a rune. Yeah. So Crusader Strike's a rune, and it really makes Paladin DPS shine. And so definitely, I don't know if I could play Paladin on regular Classic because that one ability really just made me have a blast. It made me feel like I was very powerful. And the first 20 levels of that range. And like I said, I kept forgetting some of my defensive things. I kept trying to put on my blessings and auras and everything. And Paladin's got a lot of maintenance to it because you got to make sure you got your blessing of might. Got to make sure you got your defensive thing up. I don't remember what it's called right off, but it's where it gives you like more defense. So or whatever. Anyway, so, and when you die, when you res, you have to completely like redo everything, which I get is like, that's how it is. But it's like, man, like you res and then you got to click like 4 buttons and then you got to heal, it's like you got to get all the staples back up, all the buffs. So it's kind of neat, interesting. It's a nice flair to the class, I like the RPG elements. You know, like you're a paladin, you have blessings to make you stronger, more defensive, stuff like that. That's really cool. I like the flair that paladin has. You know, warrior doesn't have that, and that's what I've been playing on classic. So it was a nice change up. But definitely seasons of discovery. I know I'm getting a much toned down seasons of discovery. It's not a whole lot of discovery in the first 20 levels when you have the rune broker and you get all the runes and all the abilities right from the start. But either way, I had a blast with it. And Paladin, like I said, first 20 levels, it felt great. I kept probably I kept forgetting I was in classic because it was just so smooth with the increased leveling and with the all the different runes to make the DPS more viable. I kept forgetting that I was in classic because I would be able to pull more than I more than likely would be able to pull in classic, or maybe that's a warrior thing, like a low level warrior thing, because I haven't played many other classes in classic. So either way, I think it's a seasons of discovery thing though. Like Paladin and Regular Classic is not, and from what I've heard, is not viable enough in PvP to be able to do the things that I was doing, especially whenever I had a level 4 mace at like 17. So I had a blast though. Had a lot of fun. I do want to continue leveling the Paladin, and I really got to get back on the Warrior. But the next video is going to be me catching up on the Undermine storyline. So far, I played a little bit of it, and I've really enjoyed where it's taking me. So, like I said, next video, watch out for it. It's going to be about the Undermine storyline and retail. Trying to catch up in some of that. So, but if you like this video, please drop a like, subscribe to it, drop a comment down below. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you.